There's a button. Oh my god, there I am. Ah! Panic! How y'all doing? What are y'all up to? Hi, Holly. A little bit late today. I was eating supper and doing the dishes. Good times were had by all. Okay, that drops enabled tag needs to go away because that was when I was playing WoW. We don't have drops for Lotro because Standing Stone declines. Well, they keep dragging their heels on the idea of opening up their API to allow Twitch drops to happen. Hi, Scamper. Where? Come on, Scamper. Scamper clearly wants attention. Stormloss is staring out the window. Mama and Noodle are probably upstairs snoozing. And Skittish is snoozing out in the living room someplace. Or she's sitting in the litter box again for reasons. I don't know. Alright. What was for dinner? You have cold chicken wraps? I had short ribs. But I cooked them with steak seasoning and they were delicious. I was thinking about possibly cooking them with Korean barbecue sauce because I haven't had that in forever. But I also haven't had anything involving beef in forever because it's so fucking expensive. And these short ribs are on, they were on discount. They were on clearance. It's like, these are about to go off, kinda, sorta, so they're on clearance. So they're like, normally like $19 for the amount that I bought, and I got them for like 11. So couldn't beat that deal. So $11 for like one meal is. I try to keep that, but it was just, it's like, you know what? I haven't had. Well, okay. Last time I had beef was at Mythmoot because they always have like some sort of beef as one of the meal choices every evening at the NCC. So. It was a great deal, actually. Okay. So now I'm trying to fight off a food coma, as you do. Meat was on the menu today. So today I'm actually a little bit tired because normally I like to sleep in on my Saturdays, but I had to work today. And I was co-hosting the Signum Showcase with the illustrious Sparrow Alden and the lovely Dr. Pilar Barrero. I think the rolling R's is on the two are okay. And it was a great time. No major technical maladies happened, at least not to our part of the presentation. Corey forgot to turn on his audio for his part of the presentation after we got done with our stuff, so it was a lot of fun. All right, oh god, it's already starting tonight, is it? I see how the sensitivity of the thing is going to happen. Yeah, I got some Lotra points because I'm now I'm a friend of the Erlangas. And where am I on the LI reward track on this character or on this server? Oh, at 38. Ooh, well, eventually I'll claim it, but not until we get close to the next reward track. Launches, which is supposed to be in September. So we got some time. Wait a minute. How much time do we have actually? Control I. Not Shift I, you dumbass. No, it actually is Shift I. We have a month and 22 days, so over a month and a half left, not to worry about it. Alright. Let's use that. Let's take a moment to clear bags. It is, of course, an XP boost weekend, so I've been blasting through levels, which have actually been really kind of exciting, not gonna lie. See, that's my old helmet, yeah. Old ring. Yeah. Keep the crafting mats. I'm not worried about any kind of, task items. Indigo plants. I found 2 indigo plants yesterday on the official. It was amazing. Okay, it's like I don't need minor essences of anything. You don't need essences until you have essence gear to put them in. So I was like, why? Why, game? Why are you throwing these at me? So I'm just going to sell them. I'm just going to sell them and offend whoever invented the essence system. Oh, it's another player. Hi, other player. Who are you? Merity from the Marsh Dwellers kinship at level 95 Guardian. Let me turn nameplates on. West Net Scrolls. So we're gonna get lots of money out of this. Relatively lots of money. For somebody who just plays landscape. Getting 3 gold off of a day's worth of shenanigans. Well, there's actually a lot of people. Oh, that's another Marsh Dwellers person, so the kinship must be doing things. Alright. Well, 2 gold, almost 3 gold. That's still not bad. Yes, sell them all. Bye. If I sold anything accidentally, too damn bad. Alright, so we are doing the part of the Stoke story that is going to be very... This is the bravery side of things. This is like playing hardcore league in DDO. Is everything's going great until it's not. And I do actually kind of miss the days when I didn't know what this story was all about. Because I already know who the bad people are.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Attack the War Riders to the east. They pose a threat to our hunters while the provisions will not last a siege. And I'll get some gloves that are actually a pretty nice upgrade. So we definitely want to do this quest. Because here's the thing. Bad guy. Loyal, but is a little bit too war happy. And the lady wants to be a shield maiden. And he's a common Joe. And he's not used to anybody listening to him. So he's asking me because I'm so well known. And remember how I was playing World of Warcraft yesterday? And we saw the plates in the dungeons and they look decent. Look how rusty these plates are. You're going to get tetanus eating off these damn things. I'm not even sure what this is. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe it's like dressing. But, ooh, barbecue ribs. But look at these plates. They're disgusting. And it's like, oh, they're just dirty. No, they're not. They're not just dirty plates. Like, if you see the plates on the sideboard after they've been washed, they still look like garbage. Okay, oh, we're gonna do this one. Okay. Sure.
Baldmund, leader of the refugees from Torsbury, convinced Reeve Frithil that the first threat they should deal with are the warg riders in the east, which prevent the hunters of Stoke from provisioning the townsfolk for the coming siege.
Come on, nice lady. Talk to me.
What brings you to these lands?
Okay, Frithhild must survive. See, I'm not going to worry about any of those other bozos. Especially the ones that I already know to be traitors. Frithilda's not riding wisely today. Okay, fine. Oh, I am gonna die. Or maybe not. We're gonna get him, we're gonna get him, we're gonna get him! Why do you sound like you're on fire? Y'all going. I'm staying with her. I don't care what everybody else is doing. Do, 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 do. Just knock him off his horse, Frithild. He'll be fine. Got him. Cut the corner. He's doing like the I'm running all the way back to where I was before. I apologize if this makes anybody queasy or motion sick, because it can. go. I see a leader named dude. Oh wait, he's a big boy. Come here, sunshine. Got him. Alright, so now we just need to find the rest of his buddies. A horse is a horse, of course. And then we're gonna find out a horse, of course. Of course, your class is ranged or tactical. Yeah, pretty much. I still don't know why Frithhild sounds like she's on fire. Hopefully we didn't break the instance by killing the big bad before whoever else we left behind. Because there's obviously somebody else left to kill. Oh, there he is. Don't tell me Frithhild found more. Oh, yeah, she did. Hey, we beat him up! Oh no! Orlac has been... I think Grimmar probably was killed. Orlac, I don't think so. Hold on.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Oh no, Baldman died, of course. I didn't see where he fell. But of course it's very likely that he was murdered. Nope, Grimmar survived. I don't think Grimmar will survive the next one though.
What brings you to these lands?
Nope. I should have done that quest first. Whoopsie
What
doodle.
business have you with the Rohirrim?
Why don't you get a replacement for the common people, huh? You know what I should do? I should actually start spending... Oh, well, it might help if I did this. Yeah, we're gonna be a speedy little monster. Yeah, we should probably fill this out first. I'm such a great player of this game. Okay, so we're going to be red line. Max distance range skills. That was actually pretty nice, but... Okay, ah. Excuse you, Mr. Belchy in the background? Ah. Alright.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Brigands. Gonna go beat up some
What
brigands.
business have you with the Rohirrim?
Well, there's some treachery to deal with. What are you doing, Scamper? So, Scamper and Stormlost have managed to destroy the box that normally used to sit on the desk here. And I'm probably gonna tape it back together. It's basically the glue fell apart, you know. So don't stick that leg up at me. I am going to tape it up and put it back. But for right now, I have, like, their bedding is actually on the table where the box normally is. And they have done the thing where they've sat on it and curled up and then went to sleep on it. Scamper did that the other night. Okay. Alright, we're gonna use the campfire to summon Frithhild and her companions. Oh, is this the one that's like the last guy in the group is like such a pain in the ass? Okay, yeah, this is the one that's such a pain in the ass. Alright. Maybe I should put up a prediction of how many times it's going to take me to get this done. Why am I running? I can ride. I've got a horse. I hope everybody's had a good Saturday. I'm a little sleepy from having food coma right now. But previously, I co-hosted the Signum Showcase. And me, Sparrow, and Pilar had a lot of fun with it. And again, nothing exceptional broke. A tiny hiccup hither and yonder. Not a huge deal, just like somebody forgot to unmute themselves for a few moments. But Corey forgot to unmute himself, or forgot to turn his audio on. And so we teased him about it a little bit. Alright. Okay, boys. And Frithhild. Grimmar's gonna die this time, isn't he? Dutsik looks like it's the beard that you see, you know, turned to good in the form of Uncle Iroh in Avatar: The Last Airbender, versus, you know, a lot of times that's the beard of like somebody causing trouble in anime. All right, I got 4 uses. I don't have 4. Yeah, see, I don't have. Once I get another level, I'll get some more points, and I can use that one. That'll at least get me some XP, and I do have an XP booster going on right now for another 17 minutes.
What brings
And then
you
I have
to
another
these lands?
couple going on as well. Because, yeah, I've got 3 more. Here they come, defend yourselves! Why do you still have a clustering on your... Okay, whatever. I'm gonna save my biggie for my lightning storm for when the big boy shows up. Okay, so I can't use that. Oh, Ordlac is down? Again? Man, that guy flops more than a soccer player. Dudsik is down now? Okay. Alright. You butthead! Alright, got the big boy down. But Frithhild needs a heal. Oh hey, look what we found! Hey Frithhild, don't let me die. Frithhild's just chilling. So, this actually wasn't an instance. This was on the landscape, which is why the Nazgul spawned. So these guys are pretending to be hurt. They lie. But Grimmar has died.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
It's all very suspicious. It's all very suspicious. Hope the stream is going okay for you, everybody. Because in XSplit, it does not like showing. It's almost like a slideshow half the time. Part of the problem is that XSplit is a huge memory hog. On the other hand, it's actually nicer for me than OBS. There are fewer parts that break. I mean, pretty much the only problem with XSplit is that it's a memory hog. It's a lot nicer for doing game captures. It's got fewer settings to mess up and go wrong and shit. Now we have no faithful retainers left.
Our mission is dire.
Oh, Duxic has an idea. This is never gonna go right.
Rohirrim have need of your services.
All right.
What brings you to these lands?
Cledwyn. All right, we're gonna beat up Cledwyn. Not the warband version, but the regular version. The quest version. Alright, we're gonna bring the gifts to the children.
Are the orcs going to eat us? I'm afraid to go out at night.
Yay, we got some XP. Made the children happy. Gave them presents. Trophies of bad guys. I also played a little WoW this afternoon. I'll probably play a little bit more afterwards. I'm almost done. I have 3 more characters in the required group to get their XP buff ready to go. And then I have 8 more characters that if I get bored, I'll get them sorted out too. I don't care about these guys.
Our mission is dire.
We're gonna be on our feet. Hi, Cledwyn. How you doing, buddy? are you two running off to? Oh, they're... Well, I guess they're hungry. Oh, and they're going after that guy now, too? It would be funny if they got killed by that guy. But unfortunately, it's only the Reeve who needs to
What
survive.
brings you to these lands?
Like an Ordlac about to fall over, go boom again. And Dudsig is not too far behind him. Hey, half-orc warrior, can you do that job for us? I think they're gonna kill the half. Yeah. No, he got him. Oh no, everybody despawned. Oh man, that was actually fun to watch. I was hoping that the half-orc won. Because that would be funny, but of course the game won't let that happen. Because those two buttheads have a role to play. And then they will die. Once they show their true colors. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I stab you. I think Cyndi Lauper wouldn't mind the appropriation of her song for this purpose.
Our mission is dire.
Okay, Ordlac has an idea. This is gonna be good, not good.
The Rohirrim are grateful for your aid.
Thane Ordlac of Osserley convinced Reeve Frithil to put an end to the White Hand's invasion once and for all by leading an assault against their camp at Barth Doram.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
I love these guys. Everybody's super quiet. Okay. We came, we saw, we kicked their asses. I love lightning storms so much.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Okay. You must have completed Epic Volume 3 chapter. We haven't completed Chapter 8. Ding! Level 95. We will meet Erwin and Dunharrow in a minute. But first, I'm going to spend my last perk. There we go. Get a little bit more rested XP. So, I'm going to go back to Stoke. Let me get the quest out of Stoke. Right here. And then we will come back. You know what I can do? I can take the stable master to Woodhurst. If I were a smart person. Back, beep, beep, beep. Alright. Scooch Dune here. Hey, hey! Stone
I
Deans?
am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Where was the Westfold when Gondor... Where was Gondor when the Westfold fell? Where was the Westfold when something else fell? I don't know. Hi, Mama Cat. Not a Mama Cat. It's a Scamper Cat. Mama Cat's still upstairs. Alright, now we just have to murder some Dunlendings. And there's some here in town that we can just kill. Makes it easy. Let's go... Harse. Go to the little Dunlending Enclave. Oh, I did say I was gonna start the giveaway, so let's get that going. Giveaway reset. Wait, draw. Oh, nope. Open. There we go. Points! Be excited about points! And I think next week will probably be when I give away the 30-day code for... yeah, 30-day VIP code. Because I don't need it. I can't use it. So I'm actually kind of excited to learn what this new super secret system... You butthead. What the new hotness is going to be for Lotro that Orion and Scenario were talking about the other day. Because it sounded pretty cool. Ooh, and now we have a friend. Now, I used to get my ass killed by those guys all the time. And it was like the least of the wraiths were the ones that, you know, I was originally having trouble with. I was like, oh, I'll summon my bear. And I kept forgetting about the Ents Go to War. The Ents Go to War is really what lets me kill multiple. Alright. Talk to Herabrand. Okay. These also don't look like Dunlending houses either. However, I'm going to grab this adorned chest right here. Ooh, and there's one behind me. Hey! Let me up, let me up. Let me go get the other one. 'Cause you know me, I like to gather crafting mats. It's something. Aw, are you ill, boys? What's a wooden chest? I'm gonna steal your stuff. Oh, he's a bit shaggy. He's a bit shaggy. Hey, Nerf, how you doing? I hope you're able to do us a heckin' journalism from Gen Con about the announcement. I'm gonna try. It's gonna be actually kind of difficult, depending on how they plan to do the announcement. I'm going to be salty as fuck if they publish all the articles before the actual meetup. Like, during the middle of the day. Which, to be fair, would be easy for them. And also would be nice and time conscious for the European community. Because the player meetup is like 6 to 10. So 6 is like super late. Well, getting late for the EU peeps. So I understand. But on the other hand, if you say we're going to announce it at Gen Con, then you don't announce it ahead of time. It's like you want to make the big splash at the player meetup in front of actual people. So, and they have done announcements at Gen Con before, or actually at PAX East and whatnot. They've like, actually it was at Gen Con when we first heard about the stout axes, and Seb showed me the concept art, and then massively grabbed that image that I had on my article and ran with it, and they got all the hits for it. But that's what Massively occasionally does. And I like a lot of the people at Massively. Like, you know, I like MJ. She's cool. She's my favorite. Yeah, you know what? I'll make this my title because I haven't... I'm passing her Zoom here. I mean, you think they'd want the content creators to rush out and, you know, create content. At the player meetups, typically, at least if they weren't planning on some actual announcement or anything, like they used to have Seb do like a chat first, like an actual sort of announcement thingy, or have a chat like in front of like stand up and talk to everybody while we all listen. But they haven't really been doing that of late. They've mostly been like, come hang out with us and we'll shoot the shit with you. No big announcements, no anything. So this is new, and it's actually fairly big. But I understand why it's happening time-wise because, you know, whatever. But this is the first time they've really done a big Lotro announcement at Gen Con. Because Gen Con is, of course, the tabletop gaming thing. It's not really a big video game thing. And they're also doing something special for DDO. This year, this is the first year that DDO is going to be sponsoring something else. They're going to be sponsoring the Faster Purple Worm Kill live play sessions, where it's basically your DM and then the players are playing this. The premise of Faster Purple Worm Kill is everybody starts with a pre-made level 1 character, and every character is going to die before the end of the episode. That's the premise. And I think part of how Standing Stone got involved in that is nepotism. Not gonna lie, the obvious link between point A and point B, besides the fact they're all shared, you know, the shared D&D license from, you know, Wizards of the Coast, is the fact that the normal DM for that show is Severilyn's brother, John. So... So it's actually going to be, hopefully this year I can get a picture of both of the Ciccolini brothers together, because I didn't get one last year at Gen Con. I got to meet his brother and to meet the normal host, Bill Rehor. They're very nice guys, by the way. And I do have tickets to watch the Saturday night episode of Faster Purple Worm, but... I don't know what to do about the Friday night one because I'll be at the player meetup, but I didn't want to, I'll be honest, I need to probably talk to Gen Con about getting a refund on my ticket because the Gen Con badge is like $164, including, you know, And I will have an exhibitor badge by the time I get there, because I'll be working the entire weekend. As a contractor,
The Dunlendings cannot
to a contractor,
defeat us.
to my sister's
Me
company.
And my son, we are invincible.
Not so much. But hey, big ass upgrade from a level 88 item? Hell yeah.
It is true. An old soothsayer lives among the mounds and speaks words of prophecy.
Okay, this is where Horn and Nona are going to break up again, aren't they? Okay, I also have some new gloves. Nice little upgrades there. And also got some enhancement runes. I always like enhancement runes. And got some more enhancement runes. Okay, we're okay for now. She has foretold that I will die at Orcish hand, as will my firstborn son. However, before has knowledge of coming death been so welcome, for it is my fate to die at Orcish hand. Well, no Dunlending will be able to lend a hand upon me. Lend a hand. As far as proven, so speak to your companions if they agree. We'll go talk to Hildegard. Okay. Talk to Horn, and Horn is gonna be like, bullshit. And Nona will be like, but no! Horn! You're a foolish man, Horn. Well, Horn is a foolish man for many reasons. And I love the fact that Standing Stone made him three-dimensional in that he doesn't know his own heart.
Harabrand is a fool to believe the words of this soothsayer.
Okay. Uh-oh. I want to go see what this guy... I don't care if this guy has a quest for me.
Rohirrim will need your aid.
Speak to Gandalf and... Well, it's going to be free XP. Why not? We'll find Gandalf, talk to him in Westwold.
A soothsayer lives in this land? I am filled with delight.
Remember that dream that drew us across the mountains? I could not fathom its meaning, but a soothsayer such as the one of which Hurabrand speaks is more skilled at reading. See, the problem with both Horn and Nona is Horn is too skeptical and Nona is too credulous in this case. I wouldn't say Nona is gullible, because that implies some level of foolishness. And I would never dare accuse Nona of foolishness, because I'm afraid of her. She's scary. But I am really wondering about what Orion was talking about at the thing. I mean, we kind of knew that they were working on something, like some universal system that would be useful to everybody. Because right now, most systems are not useful to every single player. So, I wonder what it could be. We know it's not anything related to the kinship. He did specify the kinship was not included in the expansion. I don't know, being able to level with your friends or something? No matter what level...
Let us see what Hildegard has to
You
say
are?
of your own future.
Rubbish and nonsense. Herabrand may believe the words of this soothsayer, but I will not fall for her trickery.
Horn, would you be so kind as to shut the fuck up? When you're in somebody's house, you don't diss the draperies. Many of my kids may call it witchcraft, sorcery such as that practiced by the elves. But you say she was a woman of Rohan remains so. Speak to her with courtesy. Actually, let me RP walk up here with these guys. I mean, look how much stuff she has, by the way. Like, all that food's gonna go rotten. This is a very nice rug, too. I mean, these are a little less nice, but this one is actually pretty fancy. I'm a lore master and seek wisdom. I mean, this seems bold. This seems more my character. And now she knows his name. I don't want to pick. Dun, 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 dun. You believe the hearse we're getting there? I cannot believe Horn would act this way. Has he closed his eyes to everything we've experienced? He shares the meddling outlook of his people, so will not be understand him. No! Okay, now we can go back and do this rest of the story in Stoke, though.
We must do something. I need time to think.
Rubbish and lies.
Alright. Okay, we're gonna leave this here, because now we can go back and do the story in Stoke. And speaking of rubbish and lies, treachery and murder and mayhem are about to happen.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
You might not. Cheer up. It'll be a good day. I was like, why am I riding up that way? I do not know. And then after we finish the Stoke story, I will then press on and work on just the epic, because we're going to Gondor, kids. Well, we'll go back to Woodhurst and continue the story there, because holy shit. The story in Woodhurst is, oh my god. There's another player here. Ah, the other player.
Welcome. Stay a moment and speak with me.
Okay, we're gonna get some pants. Oh my god, we need some pants. A feast of celebration.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Evil is about to transpire.
Despite Reeve Frithil's misgivings with the victory at Barth Doram, Thane Ordlach has prompted her to hold a celebration feast.
Edhill, why are you sitting down here, Edhill? But I guess you're not the Thane-elect. Or the
Welcome and
Reeve
well
elect.
met, my friend.
Okay. Dudzig is a bit of a jerk. Ordlach is a bit of a jerk, but you know. Reeves collapsed.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Like some water.
Welcome, my friend.
No! She felt a treachery. See, the game tells you she felt a treachery.
Our mission is dire. The Rohirrim have need of your services.
To appease the grief of Reeve Frithild's children, Thane Ordlach has chosen to hold a private and unsettlingly cheerful funeral for the late Reeve of the Broadacres.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Though her passing was very sudden, I might.
Our mission is dire.
And Dudsig lounging in the corner, holding up the wall.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Are the orcs going to eat us?
He smiles very much, but I didn't like his eyes. There are no kindness. It looks at you strangely and it frightens you.
There is so much danger. I am afraid.
Alright, Dudsig, what rude thing are you going to say now?
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
He instructed me to keep the children in seclusion. I'm sure you understand that with their mother dead and Prithbert not yet soon entitled, they are in danger. You never found the traitor Nazrali. Oh, I did. He's right behind me. As much as I dislike you, you've proven a trusted friend of the Broadacres. Even you will not be allowed to speak to the children again without Theodore. Good day to you. Oh, shit. You'll get yours. I believe you're dismissed.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Mm-hmm. Till Prithbert comes of age. Okay.
I'm afraid to go out at night.
Yeah, because they're... Yeah, here's the helmet on the floor over here. Really, you could have set it up someplace out of the way. Send-off, huh? Okay. Mm-hmm. All the kitty cats are sleeping in the house. Even Stormloss. Stormloss is like in the window. Because I guess she's getting a little bit of the cool air on her nosy. And then when I reach out to pet her, she goes, "Mrrr?" Like, what? Alfbert, what's up?
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Began to see Ordlak's heavy hand. I, son of Undud sent me away and replaced me with Ordlak's men. The Reese men are being displaced throughout Stoke. Many are being sent on hopeless forays against the invaders. Mark my words, Ordlak is trouble. If you want an explanation, you'll have to ask Ordlak yourself. Okay. Alright, bud. Let's do running back and forth. Back and forth. Again, we do have a giveaway open for some Lotra points. Are you giving those away before the end of this episode? This stream? And next week, on the 18th, I'll be giving away some points. And also a 30-day VIP code. And if you want to get those given away sooner, because the codes do expire before at the end of the month. So if you win, use them or lose them. I can't help you if you don't use the code before the pest.
What brings you to these lands?
I trouble did Thriftwear not send you to retrieve the children's governess? I must beg your pardon for sending off Stiffneck. He was only following your instructions. Okay. Mistaken. Send-off reports the older woman so come in a group. She threw herself from the second floor and perished. It's terrible.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
As well, Frithill's physician Vinegar. Vinegar? That's you at the end. He's quite distraught, though I would not tell what concerned him. I was supposed to remove him from the service, but I suppose it's understood he does not trust me. When you learn what he has to say, return to me, that I may decide how best to treat with him. I think he's gonna tell you something bad. Do. We're going back to the boozer. Okay, now it's stuck doing this. This is new. Like, look, I'm not even touching anything. Like, something is stuck on this thing. Hold on. Where's the cord? Where's the cord? Where's the cord? There's the cord. Oh, hello. That's my game. Because I just unplugged the Razor Tartarus, look. Like, it's got a key that it thinks is stuck. And I'm not sure which key it's talking about. Alright, let's try the keyboard. Maybe it's been the keyboard all along. Alright. Where's the button for the keyboard? That's not it, that's not it. I think it's... Is it this one? Got all my cables right here. Okay, that's the mouse. Aha! Well, that was nice. Alright. Let's plug this back in. See if it goes whack again. Uno momento, por favor. Hi, Stormlost. Okay, so far so good. Okay. That was weird. That was new. So I'm not entirely convinced that it was actually the Razor Tartarus that was acting up that time. I hope nobody got puked because of it.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
So I wish for you to know that I inspected the wine cup from which the reeve drank at the celebration and found a small amount of poison therein. I did not wish to speak of this to Thane Ordlac, for he's been quick to dismiss the thoughts, feelings, and opinions of all around him. Perhaps you could bring him proof of this treachery. I've heard rumor that there have been few strangers in town. Perhaps one of these. See, you're too... Bro! Bro, the problem is not... Yeah.
What business have you with the Rohan?
Oh. I hit the X key. I did see a stranger in town recently. He was one of them half-bloods. At first I thought he was one of Thane Orlac's retinue, perhaps a kinsman of Dudsik, but he left quickly, shortly before the celebration. He departed out of the northeast gate. On horseback, you might be able to find him if you hurry. That's that Grimlock. Me, Grimlock. I bet they're doing the same quest. Nope. Rabbit! You found a vial of poison. Just a little drop of poison. I can't sing like that, that person from the Shrek movies. What's everybody else up to tonight? Scamper cat. Scamper is a beautiful cat. When I first rescued Scamper, Skittish, and Mama and Noodle, Scamper I used to call the Bat Cat because the black on her head comes down to her nose. So it looks like the Batman cowl.
Our mission is dire.
Why, this is the same poison that the man who tried to murder my wife used. I'm truly sorry I didn't consider that her death might have been murder. Those treacherous brigands must be dealt with. We shall not brook villainy. Then why are you here, sir?
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Ride for vengeance and ruin! The drunk dude finally fell down. Okay, he's sitting on his ass finally. I just wish I had something like Lightning Storm for when I'm riding on my war steed. That would make my would just make my black and shriveled heart sing. Wouldn't it be cool to have lightning storm at your beck and call occasionally while riding your horse steed? Yes, yes it would. Wait a minute, do I have? Oh. So you know what I am going to do, speaking of lightning storm? Yep. Of course, the game wanted you to fight them, on on horseback. I declined the invitation. Lufa, what's going on?
Will you aid the horse lords?
A token that you know well.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
I've seen the token in my husband's hands many times. He used to handle it when he was anxious about something. If you found it upon one of the brigands, it can mean only one thing. Ordlac is the traitor! What you had been searching for in Osterley and the one who ordered my death. Do not return to Ordlac, for I fear it would be to your death. Go instead to Torforth at Torsbury, and I will tell him what transpires. He must bring his garrison to Stoke's defense at once! Okay. We can do this. Is that Cledwyn? Yeah. We're still not good enough to beat him, I don't think. I still don't understand why people are so mad about the Kingstead housing when there's just so much of other bits of Rohan to ride through. I never understood that. But it ruins the view of Battlesalt. No, it fucking doesn't. Alright.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
It's a gift of friendship from my father to Ordlax. Now all the pieces of evidence you brought me make sense. I should have seen it. Ordlac is the traitor who brought ruin to my people. Lufa was right to send you to me. I think it's likely Ordlac will soon move against young Frithbert. We must return to Stoke and put an end to his treachery.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Okay, little time and many lives of Lufa's and the Reeve's children. We must take Stoke from the traitor. Bring him ruin. Alright, I will ride with the Turingas, especially since I'm not going to get an upgrade of shoes, but it's fine. Let's go.
Thane Ordlac, revealed to be the traitor who orchestrated Reeve Frithild's death, has claimed regency of the Broad Acres and the Reeve's children. Young Thane Torforth of Torsbury prepares to ride against Stoke and take back the seat of the Reeve.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
counted as Dunlending, so that kind of tells you something right there. Like, why y'all running way the hell back there, people? The fight's up here. These two guys are gonna get their asses handed to them.
Our mission is dire.
Screw you, Dudsig. Ordlac. And your ass is toast, you traitor. Hi, kids.
What brings you to these lands?
Those of Ordlac's men who followed orders without true knowledge of the Master's treachery have turned on their brethren and helped out Azurli from Stoke. The battle is over. Oh, he wore the little breastplate. And she had the shield. And he had the sword. Oh, look at you, so cute. Torfert and Lufa suddenly have kids.
Our mission is dire.
I fear the Reeve and his sister would have perished. His terrible time. Torfert is not yet old enough to lead the people abroad. Well, hey, I know somebody who can help him with that. You two kids. And now we are done with the Broadacres. There we go. So it's a little weird that there isn't like a little epilogue that tells us that, you know, that clearly this happy couple are going to be raising these two kids as adoptive parents and regents. Clearly that's how that's going to roll. Alright, we need to go back to Woodhurst. Remembering of that, yeah, poor Ingifu threw herself out the second story window in grief.
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Yeah, that's fine. We got you covered. Though I do have to say, Woodhurst is actually really pretty with the stone-lined paths everywhere. I do like that. Though I'm not very fond of the ramshackle nature of their back gates.
Now do you understand? Travel south to Brockbridge and meet with my son, Herefara.
Okay. Okay, somebody was shooting off something resembling a firework, I think. Ooh, that's an upgrade. Right, and now we can focus on the epic. I do like to do the whole story of Stoke because you can kind of skip it, but it's not as much fun. I mean, it's such a good story. I think maybe that's actually fireworks. Somebody shooting some off a week later. Such beautiful landscapes, though.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Isn't it fun to do a drive-by on a war steed past the stable master and collect the stable point while you're riding? Yeah. He's a hungry god.
A Dunlending raiding party has crossed the mountains.
Okay. I meant to report something terrible has happened at the Fort of Eisen. This is true, it did. Somebody got startled. Okay. You little pest. Come here. It's a storm lost. Come here. Little kitten cattin'. You're fine. Yep, somebody shooting off leftover fireworks, I guess. And Stormlost is not happy about it. Someone must have learned what has befallen in the Westfold. Some say the king himself was embroiled in the fighting. Maybe we're in the Helm's Deep. Talk to the Thane. See, this is a respectful young man. It's like he's kind of pretty much in charge, but Nice fortifications.
You come from Edoras. What news?
The king has ridden to Isengard to wage war against Saruman's forces and left with his face slowly forms into a rictus grin. Good. That is the strength. The strength I remember. My son Hama. Oh, you're Hama's dad. Surely rides with the king. He is his most loyal. Most loyal. Talk to Horn and Nona, our two favorite lovebirds. And Cordon, who's just kind of here.
I know the mark of the Winged Talon. That is the sign of the Falcon clan.
He's not been able to track the raiding part. It's because he is the son of a horse lord. Doesn't know the ways of the wild. Let's do this while I am still able. No others can. What do you mean, still able? Well...
You spoke of the Falcon clan to me, not long after we first met.
Cannot deny the crimes or the evil, but I wish there was some other who could find them. I believe no other could track them, but surely the leader would make some error, make a mistake to lead to his downfall. Now I speak wisdom. If one is innocent, life can be spared.
Horn wishes to go with Nona on her search for the Falcon clan.
I can't blame him. He believed he could set his love aside while they were apart, but it perceives my eyes it proved incorrect. Rather than set his heart away with her, he would rather walk beside her on her own journey until its conclusion. Of all strange things have been done for love, this is perhaps the least peculiar. Desire not to be apart. He charged me with one task in his absence. He wanted me to look after me. What? As we continue southward into the westwood in search of the king, I'm sure you don't endanger yourself necessarily. I told him I would do my best. Farewells have been said. When you are prepared to go, let us make for Helm's Deep in the Westfold. Horn says this is where the king would ride of his march to where ran afoul of danger unexpected. Alright, we're going to Helm's Deep, kids. Alright, let's see. You could take me to Edoras.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
No. Woodhurst could take me to Edoras, though. Or we get to do a long-ass ride. Let's do a long-ass ride while we hang out and chill out and cause trouble and mayhem and chaos and destruction. You know, the usual sort of thing. Besides, beautiful night skies? Why not? Look how pretty Rohan is. You can see the mead hall of Woodhurst in the distance. Get chased by a white hand messenger and leave him eat my dust! We're gonna scooch around this orc camp. I am not going to be tempted by the crafting nodes. Oh, it says to speak to Gandalf in the Westfold. Well, I guess we'll go talk to Gandalf first. Turn in that quest, and he's going to offer us another breadcrumb, which we'll cheerfully ignore. And then we switch over back to the Westfold. What do we think? What do we think? Yeah, no. Hi, Gandalf. Hello, Shadowfax. You must search for Erkenbrand. Okay. Well, we're heading this way, anywho, so... Am I going to be escorting these people? So I should point out, next week I should be playing EverQuest Legends on Thursday. And I would also like to point out that I was given an answer to my ticket about my favorite name being on their list of names you can't use. And I got a notification that if you hurry up, you can grab that name. I'm like, yoink!
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
So I will be Phoenix on all of the EverQuest Legend servers. Because what I'll do is I'll create a character of that name on all of the servers. So I have somebody everywhere. Need any help? Okay, they don't need my help. Let's go look for the king. So I say that like Carl Urban every time, which is really funny because I've met Carl Urban back before he was like super famous, as opposed to like he was Cupid on Hercules and Xena famous. And he actually dyed his hair, like he bleached his hair for the role. And so, you know, this is before he got a little bit older. As we all do, unfortunately. But he was good with fans, you know, he's pretty chill. Ow! It's like you're riding straight across country when I shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, we're getting dismounted. That's the wolf Waralt. Or the is it a wolf or a warg? I think it's a warg actually. We're gonna do the storied tales version of the epic battle because I don't like doing the full epic battle anymore. It's such a pain in the ass. Ka ka. So tomorrow I'll be on DDO stream doing I don't know. I'll figure something out. Was really enjoying playing the Maul Paladin that I built. It was a lot of fun.
You are here to help us? I welcome all able folk, but I count your aid double.
Okay. Nice man. No one knows where Erkenbrand is. He's Lord of the Hornburg during time of peace and would make his way here if he could. What news is the Stemnet? Ooh, we're gonna get a ring. And it'll be an upgrade.
The Westfold burns! Something must be done!
I've had no news of Erkenbrand.
Theoden's company parted with me upon the road and retreated to Helm's Deep. What news could have reached them that turned them from their path?
This is one a really good moment in the story, in the book. All has gone evilly since it fell.
Hail, traveler. Are you here to help us?
Herbert's memory of the men's troubling words continue. At night, fresh forces of the enemy came over the river against our encampment. All Isengard must be empty now, and this armed hillmen and herdfolk of Dunland, and these he also loosed upon us. We are overpowered. The shield wall is broken. Erkenbrand has drawn off those men he could gather, but the rest are scattered. We know nothing of Erkenbrand or Grimbold or Elfhelm. Please, where is Eomer? Tell him no hope lies ahead. He's gonna go find Erkenbrand. Ran right through me. Hama's like, yo, chill. Okay, we're not gonna do that. We're here to do the epic. I do want to see what it is. Nope, we're not doing it. We're not doing it.
Hail, friend. I knew that you would not miss this chance.
This dwarf has had enough of running and riding and talking. Now it's time for fighting. All right. Alright. Let's go talk to Thurkatel, which the name Thurkatel is like, that's not a Rohirric name. Everybody's like, that dude's name is strange.
The Hornburg has never fallen. If fortune be with us, it never will.
Thurkatel is confident. Maybe Thurkatel is like Irkin brand. Like Irkin is a little bit of a stranger name as well, I suppose. Don't forget, folks, we do have a giveaway going on for some Lotra points to go to some lucky viewers. Next week we're going to do a 30-day VIP code, as well as probably another pile of points. And tomorrow night I'll be giving away some DDO points on DDO stream. And then Monday we'll be back here playing Let the Dice Decide. And okay, Hama and Darwinny. Let me go grab the thing here.
These are desperate times for the
I'm also gonna update my milestone to be here, because right now it's Edoras. So I might as well set it for here for right now. We got all these guys that we can buy stuff from. And I shall once more lament the annoyingness of the bind on acquire
Saruman's armies
crafting
do not
recipes.
breach the dike. These doors will not hold long.
Okay.
The tides of war bring you once again to the King's shore, my friend.
Now this time I will not take your weapons or keep you from Saint Theoden. Now I'm pleased you're here. Hope your skill in battles is as great as I'm told. Okay. Aww, I met your dad. He's been poor health for many years, and I'm glad to know he thinks of his son from time to time. He's often in my thoughts. If there's some measure of glory to be had in the hours ahead, I hope it's my lot to make Lopeth proud. Aww.
These are the times that prove the strength
Hi.
of our hearts, are they not?
I have a kitty visiting. Hi, Stormlust. What are you doing? She gets pets, no matter what. You're a fine little kitten. No, don't eat my thumb. I need my thumb. She's a good kitty. Okay. Siegfried is incredibly competent.
You should ask the king if there is aught you can do.
Okay. What's Angmar? Oh, he's run back.
This is where I will make my stand. Let Saruman's armies come.
Alright. The king is confident. Now is the time that we draw swords together.
You ride a fast steed, my friend. My heart tells me that we are in for a long night. Weapons are in short supply.
Okay, retrieve some iron goods from a barrel. Definitely an upgrade ring. Little of use.
I have had an idea, friend.
Could not tell if the man was training with a straw dummy or if his opponent was merely parrying his blow without a great deal of motion. If I, with my keen eye, the keen eyes of my people could not tell, maybe they couldn't do it either. Alright, let's schlep training dummies around.
That is a clever idea, if it proves successful.
Okay. You will arrive at the deep during the hours of darkness. And I'll be able to tell the difference between these dummies and the defenders until I get very near. I spoke for a time with your friend Corridon. I met his sister when we stayed in Lothlorien. If Siglath were here with her deadly knives, the orcs would have a great deal to fear. While I'm wishing for unlikely happenstance, why not hope for the arrival of an army of our own kin? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge! A little bit of a nod to the Jackson movies. Stormdust. Aww. She is such a gigantic floof now. Okay, go down to Helm's Dyke and go talk to our buddy Corridon. I'm actually surprised I'm remembering the stairways in the doorways. Because it's like, you can go up to like one level here, and then a lot of people get confused like, well, how do I get over to Theoden? It's like, you have to go, they go into this, like the upstairs portion of this, and they're like, but I can't get to Theoden from there. And they're like, no, you can't. You need to use the stairways. Rah, rah.
There you are, my friend. I am glad to see you before I leave.
He's going on a scouting mission and we will never see him for a long time.
Farmers of the Westfold have brought more iron goods for us.
Now we get to schlep this one along. He's right here! Bring it to Aragorn. Aragorn's standing right freaking there, man. At least his barrel has handles on the side, if you see. Hunters have it easier on this is part of the thing. Wardens too. At least there's not really a timer on it to be like where, oh yeah, you were just wandering around the fields here for 5 years and Yep. So it does look nice. It does look like a fortress, as you'd expect. I mean, you can... We're going to go up on this hill to take a look at the culvert there. The culvert is the weak point, as we can see. I mean, there's definitely, you know, some holes in the wall like here, here, and here. But the culvert is the thing. So Saruman lived up to his name. He was the clever one. What are you doing? Scamper. Scamper's a silly butt. Whoops. Cut my corner too soon. His music is killer.
Thank you for bringing this all the way up here.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna use a lever and pulley. So, yeah.
The next few hours will sorely test us all, but none more than the King of Rohan.
Alright, let's go talk to Gleowin and start the party. We, of course, cannot safely jump down there, as much as I would love to. I forget, are there actually stairs back here? I don't think there are. There are not. Let's switch out our new ring for, I guess, this one. That was not well done. There we go. Okay, this one we will jump down.
There is a map on the table over there. Will you show me how the battle will progress?
His is not bravery without cause, but courage based on confidence in his men and his own strength. He sheltered too long in his own hall, and now that he emerges, sees battle, he is ready for it. I do not think Aragorn will worry about my king. Should worry about my king. Theoden will surprise him when the battle is upon us. I speak of battle, but men shall know little strategy or tactics. You have seen more of war than I have, and this old man counts himself fortunate. Map on the table. And so we do not yet have the storied tale version. I think this is where we pick it up, though. Yeah.
Look! It is Gamling from the dike. He seeks our help.
Okay. It's blah, blah, blah.
I think battle is almost upon us. I know that we cannot hold the dike indefinitely, but we will make them fight for it.
Okay. They have not yet made the Moria sequence of big battles into this pattern, and we don't know when it's gonna happen. It will happen at some point. Okay, let me rephrase that. I hope it happens at some point. Thad is live. Let's wave to Thad. All of a sudden, Twitch has forgotten everything. I'll wave to Thad. He's a good streamer. I enjoy watching his streams. He's him and his girlfriend are a lot of fun. Hi. Oh, hello. Wanna see a visitor? Hi, Scamper. All right. I am furniture. What are you doing? Hi, Skipper. Normally when Scamper decides she wants to use me as furniture, she'll just curl up and just, like, she'll loaf. But, like, hopefully I'll be watching a movie or something at that time because she doesn't want to move. Alright. We're gonna do the story tales.
The rampart across Helm's Dyke will be the first line of defense. For how long will it hold?
I'll pick them all up if you want me to. Look at the size of that force! Ooh, Scamper is now a loaf. She's got her paws tucked up at her. It's like, you notice we don't have to worry about anybody dying. Except ourselves, of course. Shoo, shoo, shoo. It's definitely worth knowing how to do the epic battle, at least to start it, in order to kill like a whole bunch of orcs during the anniversary event. If you're doing the Tails cards. Well, this is also not a very secure gate if you think about it. There isn't even a gate on it. Can it be? It's getting a little toasty out here. You lie. Anytime anybody says I'll be right behind you, they're definitely fibbing. Gambling will fall at the gate. He sticks around, he will. Wait. Set the horses free! I will do this gladly. Run away! You should run into the Hornburg. You might have a better chance of staying alive. Oh, Gamelink's arrived. Look how the gate is all saggy. Do 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 do.
You fought well, my new friend, and claimed the lives of many foes.
Okay. Talk to Legolas and Gimli. Oh wait, I'm not in the right place for this. We'll just scooch through here. I think the quest area was a little confused. And now I'm a little confused. Yeah, I'm up a level too high. Yeah, this is... You try to nip, try to bite. They definitely told this story well. I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, we see the siege engines in this. I'm a little surprised, like, they're way that far out, but, and there's, like, they're all up on the mountains as well. It's on that slope.
It has begun. Now it is the time for battle.
You fought at the dike. That was well done.
We may have a problem, my friend. These men need to hear inspiring words, or their courage may desert them. We must inspire the defenders to stand strong and fight. The men atop the wall need words of inspiration if they are to stand against Saruman's armies.
It's a scamper getting cuddles. It is you! Roar! Fight for the king! Hope it'll be enough.
Sometimes the right words at the right time can make all the difference. Find swordsmen and send them to the postern gate. I will lead them on a foray.
Okay, and I'll get a nice upgrade there. Find some swords, dudes. Why am I scolding these guys?
These swordsmen will accompany me, and Angmar has pledged his sword as well.
Hey! Guthwine is with you! Guthwine for Rohan! They're down there, aren't they? Ah, crumbs. Need to go down. Look up that other one.
You have returned just in time. They prepare another assault.
Okay. We'll do the story tale again.
The armies of Isengard have brought great ladders with which to scale the wall. Push them down! Push them down!
Okay. Patrol the wall, defeat orcs as they climb up and attack. Push ladders away. I can do this. In your face, buddy. And your little ladder, too. Now they fill the entire valley and the shoulders of these mountains over here. Ladder 1, ladder 2. Stormlost has come to visit. Bombs away! What you got? What is that sound? Oh no, he's dead! Egloff has fallen. Oh. Oh, he didn't fall. Well, he fell, but he didn't fall. He fell, but he didn't fall. Thank ya. No, we're in a very bad place. We're in a very bad place. Things are about to get a little explodey around here. I'm afraid of heights, Thanka. And just a little bit of gunpowder.
Our foray did not go well. It nearly spelled my end.
Okay.
I was overcome by the orcs, and was saved by my heroic friend Gimli the dwarf.
Gimli's good for that sort of thing, I'm just saying. What do you need, Gimli, besides more orc next to you?
When Angmar ran afoul of the orcs, I could not stand idle.
Only shake the sleep from your eyes. You're that bored, huh?
How goes the battle?
I like how they weave the portals to the various time points into actions. And then our good friend Thinka will take us where we need to go. Talk to Theoden outside the Hornburg. And this is actually the right way, if I recall correctly. Yep. Don't forget, we still have the points giveaway I'm gonna do as soon as we get done with this.
The night wears on. The enemy shows no sign of relenting.
Gonna talk to Hama.
The fire of Orthanc has broken the wall. To arms! To arms! Defend the Kum!
See, he knows how to say the word. Oops, missed that one. Oh, you jerks. Fine. You got that one done just in time. Alright, you can go bye-bye. Just need 2 more dudes. That was gonna go Kersplody. near the hole. Hold on. You can't actually see. No, Egloff! You can't die! I do not allow. Oof. Okay, get away. Leoftag! One of the riders for. Instinct with Egloff. Hey, where's the fourth one? Oh, hello, War Troll. Yay, we did it! And we are a smidge away from leveling to 96. Literally 5,135 XP. Alright.
I've still not found Gimli.
Alright. Fighting in the glittering caves. Here we go, we're gonna ding!
I know that Gimli can handle himself in battle, but still I worry for him.
Of course you should. Alright, we're going to go get Gimli. If I recall, still, there's no good way to get out of here. I remember watching Al and Sisto, the Prince and Pony podcast, aka our good friend, the Man of the West, and he was like, he wanted to call the gentleman we're about to run into a rat bastard, because he is a rat bastard. Not Gimli, of course. It is very beautiful in here. Hold on. Hold, please. We're gonna get ourselves a nice little view of the entrance of the glittering caves, and let's go. Go find Gimli. Oh, you know what we can do? We're in caves. We can ride goats. It's so pretty in here. Though, it does look a lot better than it used to. They did some kind of touch up to this to make it look better. Because it did not used to look this good. Because I remember the first time I came in here, I was legit a little bit disappointed. I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't like the glittering caves. And this is clearly the glittering caves.
Look around you, my friend. Have you ever seen such a place?
It is very glittery, yeah.
We must make safe these caves before the next attack begins. Do not be blinded by the beauty of the glittering caves, my friend. We must see to the safety of the folk that shelter here.
See, Gimli is wise. You know, you would think as a dwarf in this beautiful beyond any compare except maybe the beauty of Galadriel and his eyes that he's focused, he's being pragmatic here. And we're about to do the instance that freaked out a lot of people. Or the segment of the game that freaked out a shit ton of people. Villains from Dunlin! Lou Brennan, you bastard. Oh, restores my morale. Oh, you think you will? You want to fight? You're almost taller than the dwarf. Oh my gosh. Seriously? I have become stronger. It's been a few levels. No, Gimli! And this is the part that like everybody like lost their damn minds. Because if you click on Gimli, it says corpse of Gimli. Less than a worm. This is no man at all, but a thrall of Saruman, second only of his reward and caring nothing for anyone, not for the people of his tribe with whom he should have had a bond, nor my people who have done him no wrong. I will not let him threaten my family or my king. No, wait, listen. Plump. That's for all you've done. Well, they won't ever ignore the books, but they will trick us if it's funny. Or you'll see in Minas Tirith. Gimli, are you alive? Even the children of Rohan fight against our enemies. When pressed, it fills my heart pride to see for a child under the mountain would do the same. I am impressed. Already engaged in competition with Legolas, and now I need to wager with this child as well? Ah! Come on, let's go.
I do not like that there are tunnels through which our enemies can pass.
Alright.
The battle will soon be upon us.
Well, it shall be, and we shall meet it as we may. Okay. The Dunlending chief thought to sneak into these caves with murder in his heart. He has been repaid in kind. I'm glad he's dead, but I fear other dangers may seek to ensnare the folk shelter here. Yep. Oh, you actually went to players because it's funny that they think Gimli died. Yeah, I know.
The folk sheltering in the caves will be defenseless if the battle goes against us. Protect them, my friend.
And for me, in that sequence, though, people like wigged out with Corpse of Gimli, like, oh my god! I mean, I knew that it was, you know, whatever. But Lou Brennan dying at the hands of a child, I did not mind that my kill was stolen by a child. That was funny. Ardith? Aww. It's your daughter Leofa. She who stood with you. Aww. Okay. Hey, your father was Cedric. Yes. Your father is very brave. Hey, what's Gimli over here? Dun, 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 dun. So, this is clearly the case where the game lets us be part of the book action without taking the place of the characters from the books. And the way they've done this has always been clever, in my opinion. To make it so we're not necessarily second fiddles. I mean, we are, but it doesn't rub our noses into that fact. And that we are respected by the book characters in our own rights. You slowpoke. Okay, we gotta go beat up some spooters. Okay, did I miss a scout back here? I don't see one. But it's time for a big spooter. Or not. Hey, it's back that way. And so now we finally get a map of Aglarond. Pet the scamper. I hope we do get a post-battle. Ooh. Wonder if we go north to help Gimli set up Aglarond.
Well done! Well done! We have pushed them back for now.
Turn to Aragorn if we get hard pressed again and tell him that you found me and find spirits flushed with the thrill of battle. Alright. Now I'm trying to remember my way out of here. Well, that's not the way. That's one of the paths. There's actually a lot more side questing you can do in the landscape version, I think, of this question mark. Except now I'm going the wrong way. Need to go this way. Though I imagine Scenario put a giant cave claw down here somewhere. Oops, that is not the way out. Because I strayed from the path. Did I not? Oh, it's this way. I think. We're just gonna be stuck in here all night long. This looks promising. I think it'll be an ice cream night tonight. Because I think I did well today to do as well as we did with the Signum Showcase earlier today. And why not? Okay, we found where we need to go. Have you ever ridden a war steed up these steps? I have done more than once. This is merely the latest try.
So Gimli lives and is in high spirits. That is good. Our options are exhausted, as are the defenders.
Alright. Fall back to the keep! Oh, my headphones are about to die. I'll plug them in. You avoid the war steed? Well, I do usually as well, but sometimes I get impatient. Sometimes I get impatient. Can my dear wife hard to thank my daughter Leofa? They're still in good health, safe within the caves. You've eased my worries. Thank you for that. There's no time to rest. We must defend the Hornburg.
Hornburg must not fall. This is the last defense, my friend. We must stand for as long as we can.
And we are Hama. My king! There's a lot of them down there. We'll fight with Aragorn. Oh, is it doing that again? I think so. Nazgul. I'm trying to click on it. There's a lot of orcs out there. And that is the last we'll see of Hama alive. Well, we'll get to see his story. We ride out.
Do you hear that sound? It is the sound of celebration. The battle is won.
Yay, we won! And now I get a bracelet to replace something from 1,000,000 levels ago.
Dawn has come, and with it the renewal of our hopes.
Okay, we'll go see for ourselves. And I think that may be the end of our journey for tonight. No, I didn't want to swap that one. I just swap that one. Thank you. Yeah, that level 70 item needs to go bye-bye. Let's actually ride our war steed because it's faster. Because I remember when Corey originally did this. Like, of course, all the dead. He was like, but Hama! We didn't get to see what happened to Hama! I mean, we know what happened to him, but we didn't get to see it. And suddenly there's trees everywhere. And Cendric survived. Find Aragorn on the field outside the gates. There were some captured Dunlendings. Oh, there they are.
The orcs fled before us into the wood. But from whence came this sorcerous forest?
Okay. Never been so proud of my people as when they charged beside me into the mass of our foes. Many brave warriors perished this night, but the glory that is theirs can never be taken away. Rohan lives still because of their courage. The orcs fled before us, but they knew not what to make of the forest that lies now at Helm's Dyke. Gandalf may know, for it seems a thing of sorcery. I know only that the wood is no friend of the orcs, for none that pass that way have emerged.
Fortune was with us this day.
I came out upon the wall to see the dawn, and the orcs mocked me. They did not know their doom was at hand. They jeered me and threw stones, but I despaired not. Theoden spoke of one last ride through the gates, and I saw the glory in it. But still I dared not hope for victory, and yet the sight of the king riding forth gave to his people the fire they needed. Did you hear the horn blast as the king rode forth? I do not know what man blew the horn of Helm Hammerhand, but it filled our foes with terror, especially the wild men of Dunland. They thought Helm came again among the living. Who is to say he did not? And now we go talk to Gandalf. Excuse me, gentlemen.
Do you see the forest over yonder? That is no doing of mine.
Theoden too has had a turn of fortune, though he may not realize its true extent. Those trees were brought here by a power much older than my own. Well, see, actually that's not true. Because Gandalf, that is Olorin, is one of the Maiar. Maybe he's referring to his incarnate life from the time he first came to Middle-earth, though. Maybe that. Oh, hi, Stormlust. Oh, you want pets? You'll get pets in a minute. Power that bodes ill for orcs and all who harm the natural order of things. Saruman should fear his power. He's already come to know its mistake. We'll know the truth later. For now, celebrate the ally that arrives in time and the courage of friends. The day brings with it the dawning of hope for Rohan. Alright, let's go talk to Angmar. I just want to get to a good stopping point, basically. Erkenbrand!
Even the memory of Helm Hammerhand fills these Dunlendings with fear.
The horsemen burn their captives alive. Saruman saw it with his sorceries.
Yeah, he made shit up. Talk to Legolas and Gimli. Find out who won. Gimli better have you.
You stand
Yes.
before a victorious dwarf, friend.
I got your paw. Look at those toe beans. I see toe beans. I see very big toe beans. Stormlost is such a big kitty. You're so big.
Dawn brings with it an end to our struggle, for now. Joyful sunrise.
Alright. Gimli's won a little competition. First tally exceeds mine by 1. I begrudge him not the contest, for I was very worried when the fighting drove him back to the caves and none seemed to know his fate. But he tells me you're a staunch ally, and I thank you for it. Doubtless you softened some of his foes as well. Helped him win our competition. I forgive you for it, my friend. It is said only in jest, for the light of this morning seems more ripe for jesting than any we have seen of late. This is true. Back to Gandalf we go. Go! Go! Whoops. We went too far. Beep, 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 beep. Start.
The battle is over, and Theoden has emerged into the sunlight and victory.
Okay.
Now we must look to the future.
Yay! So we're gonna stop here because we're already a half hour past my usual time. So all right, we'll take this quest so we know where to start. And what do I have? I am a Legend of Helm's Deep. I will take that. That'd be my title for now. Alright. Complete on, and you get the account, the Helm's Deep Defender portrait account wide. And I get the Helm's Deep frame, which I don't actually use for most of my characters. I don't use the frame. I haven't done the giveaway yet, Holly. Hold on. Hold your horses! Horses? I didn't see no horses. Okay. Come find me after sunrise on the field of victory in Helm's Deep. And of course, interact with the banner. You can be taken to the correct time of day. Alright. So we're in the right spot, anyhow. Well, we're here. We're here. Alright, let's do the giveaway. Alright. Giveaway. Close. Alright, there were 2 entries, and it was Holly and Monothlare, so I'm just gonna send you codes. Fuck it. I don't care. I don't want to give one you and not the other one. So let me send you one. Let me get this one. Do. Here's a Holly message. Boop. There you go, Holly. And I'll just DM Monothlare her code in Discord. Do. Alright. Be good, Holly. And everybody else, if you can't be good at it. check me out tomorrow night on DDO stream, where I'll be giving away DDO points and playing some Dungeons and Dragons Online. And we'll do some more that on Monday, because that's the Monday show, is Let the Dice Decide. And then Corey is back next week, so we're back to my usual no Tuesday or Wednesday streams, but I will be streaming on Thursday. I believe we're gonna go back to EverQuest Legends, because I now have my #1 favorite name reserved for the live launch coming up at the end of the month, which I won't even be home for. No, actually, I will be home for that, for like one day. And then I'm going to Gen Con. Actually, hold on. I will be home. Okay. EverQuest Legends launches on the 28th, so I will be home that night. But then I immediately go to Gen Con the next day, so go fig. Anyhow, I will talk to you all later. I've got kitty cats to pet and ice cream to get and the restroom to use, so. Bye. Where's my button? There's my button. Bye.